Still very cold here, like it is everywhere. And I'm thinking about putting my soil together, and I haven't done that yet today. Girl, you got everything. But, folks, hang on and remember, spring and summer is on its way. So you do that for me, right? Good evening. Good evening. That's Margin. I'm just sitting here dealing with the weather, and it's very positive because everyone seems to be okay. Um, I want to get started on making my soil mix tonight, and I think I'm going to do that because it's something I can do and get that done. And my plants are leafing out. The oh god, what do they call the kiwi plant? They're leafing out. Same here, same more. Yeah, yeah. One thing I love about what I did to this house this year is it is very warm in this house. I mean, most of the day I was wearing a t-shirt and I got the heater cut back. I mean, the furnace. I always say furnace cut back, and it still got the house so warm and some, you can't really stand it. So I'm doing okay. I'm waiting on spring, and we're gonna get a little warmer today. Hey, what's up, everybody? People, say, what's up, everybody? But I'm gonna make my soil mix as I do every year. Um, One thing is gonna be a little different about it. The way I'm gonna go about doing it is I'm gonna add a little bit more peat moss to it. Make it lighter, fluffier, um, and that's gonna be the size of that. But every year I make my own. It's always growing my plants. It's never let me down. Um, so that being said, I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm trying to get my garden on. Good evening. Good evening. Thank you very much. I'm getting. Yeah, that's the same here. I think it's 20 degrees here now. It might be 15 degrees now. But I couldn't go out there in the yard today and do anything, take any pictures of anything, because it's just too cold for that. I mean, it's just too cold for that. It's 14 degrees now. 14 degrees right now at this very moment here in Zone 7B, Maryland. It's 14 degrees, and they're expecting it to basically. That might be the low for this evening, yeah, because last night was 6 degrees, and that was interesting. Hello, how you doing, the bull? How you doing? What's up? Morning gardener. All right. Let's see. The fellow gardeners. Yeah, he handled all that in a simple, small sentence. Great work. Um, but I'm happy that I picked one of the best tomatoes out there, and I've never grown these two tomatoes. And as I told you on my earlier videos, it's Cherokee, or is it Purple Cherokee? And the other one is Brandywine. So I'm very happy with those selections. I kept hearing about those particular ones. Now that I have the genetics, I will make certain that I will get the seeds from these tomatoes, and I will continue to save and grow them if they do well in this particular environment, which I have. Uh, 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 I think they will do well. I'll put it that way. I think they will. But to have a tomato that biggest, uh, biggest understanding of this particular fruit is the flavor, and that's what I'm interested in. And it is a pretty large tomato. One grows approximately a pound, and the other one has genetics that can get up to 2 pounds. So that I'm very happy about, and I'm going to definitely be excited about that. I was going to do the aroma tomato, but I decided not to. I decided not to. Next year maybe, but I just don't want to because I would get that tomato and it would grow beautifully. They would do a great job, but don't feel like Roma tomatoes this year. Um, the My understanding also is the peppers that I'll be doing. I always do peppers each year. Bell peppers, I'm going to do at least. I'm thinking 8 plants. Yeah, maybe if I have room, maybe 12. But I'm thinking also banana peppers. I'm going to do about 8 plants, maybe more. And there's a pepper that I have. It has 3 seeds left in the pack. I bought the seeds 6 years ago, and I found the seeds in the pack. It got real interesting to me. I said, see if these plants, these seeds, excuse me, are still viable, and if so, grow them. They are long pepper that looks like a a chili pepper, excuse me, a huge chili pepper. And I grew them, and I said, if you could bring this back, that's what would be exciting. If you could bring this seed back and grow it, and absolutely be able to have that genetics again, and remove the seeds from them and start all over again. That's fun. That's fun for me. I'm down to 3 seeds to be able to bring it back. And I can go online right now. They still have the account at the rareseeds.com. I can go right on there, push the exact uh, elongated, pepper, and just reorder it. But I choose not to do that because it's the easy way to do it. I would much rather grow the 3 seeds, and if I even get 1 plant, I still got it going on. If I get 2, definitely I'll have the genetics again. Um, but I think this year I've been doing a lot of that, is trying to um, take, like for instance, I took the rose bush, and I what okay. First of all, let's start off and get it correct. The ones I had in here that was in a little bag, I think they're dead. I'm pretty sure they're dead. The ones outside, it was in the sub-0 degree temperatures, down at 4 and 6 degrees. Um, I think that they are going to be okay. I think they're going to be okay. So there, I had 1 plant in the yard. Now I'm going to bring that back up to about 12 plants in the yard from that single plant. That I call saving your money. That I call making the absolute most of what you have. So that's what I'm going to do. Also, the grapevine that's here is still alive. Also, I have, God, how many cuttings I have outside now? I think I have 1 still growing, but I'm not worried about it because I can get cuttings from that because the original plant's still growing. But I need at least 2 of that same grapevine growing. I don't want to be in a situation where I'm just dealing with 1 plant. That's just not how I do things. Um, so that is called a Neptune, by the way. It's a very large white grape. And that's the one that I'm going to have at least 2 or 3 plants of. Because if I decide to make that plant available to other people, I want to make absolutely certain that I have the genetics here to do it. Because I mean, I said this to people before. You could buy one single plant, and you could get 80 from that 1 plant, 1,000 from that 1 plant. It depends on how you work it. Um, you don't need but 1 plant to get it started. And you take the cuttings and you grow those out, and then you take cuttings from those cuttings, and next thing you know, you have 10 plants that you can take cuttings from. And then from those, you can actually take cuttings. Now you got 80 plants around, and you can make those available. And then from those plants, you just keep taking cuttings from them until you get up into the thousands, literally. Absolutely. All good. All good. Yeah, they will go wherever there's a food source. Wherever there's a food source. That's just nature. Wherever there's something that can be eaten, they're gonna go there. Um, you can grow your vegetables, and mice and uh, rats at certain times of the year will come and eat some of your garden. It's part of it. But yeah, blackberries. I did a really good job on the blackberries. I started out this year with 3 plants in the ground and established, and now I have about 12 plants in the ground right now that are all set and on their way doing what they got to do. Then I took some cuttings, and I think I have about 15 or 20 cuttings, and they are doing what they're supposed to be doing. And I think that's going to be great. I'm not going to grow all of those. I think I'll stop at maybe 12 or maybe 15 plants because blackberries, they're fast growers. Um, they produce fruit. You put them in a sunny location, you get nice, big, healthy pieces of fruit. Birds love them. You love them. So you should be okay. Blackberries. And I'm getting rid of one raspberry plant. That's that one called a fall gold. I don't like that plant. There's too many stickers all through it. And it's got large stickers, but I think the just as deadly is the tiny little stickers because they get into your flesh, and you cannot do anything with them to get them out when they get in your fingers, and they just itch all day long. They don't give up. They don't give up at all. So I'm going to eradicate that from the garden before it gets any more established. Because what it's doing is it's going on. It's growing up, and it's tip planting itself everywhere. So I said I don't want this. So once I get out there on the property and I see any of those plants coming up, I'm going to get rid of them. Left margin, same here. It's all right. Left margin, same here. That's good. That's good. Good. Yep. Oh, good evening. Good evening. Food, forest, permaculture. Good evening. I didn't think I had as many people today. I thought I'd stop in and say hello to everyone and then go and do my soil prep. But I can't deny that the people are here. Oh, hello. Good evening, morning, garden. And good evening, morning, garden. And chat. Beautiful, beautiful. People are coming in the room, left and right. Can anyone tell me with a blender what is a good combination of vegetables that you can put in a blender. Now, I was thinking about tomatoes, celery, and tomatoes, celery, and what else? Cucumbers. Can we do that? Can we put that in a blender? Oh, okay, okay. Blender, celery, and cucumbers, best combo. Yeah, interesting. This is really great. Everybody stopping by, saying hello to each other. That's a favorite. Glad everybody know each other. I love that. It is really great. It is wonderful to be able to get into the garden spirit this early in the year. Yes, cucumber. Oh, okay. Okay, yes, that's what I'm thinking of. I was thinking of a high lid. Let's see. Yes, I was thinking of V8. Would you say cucumbers and a little bit of chopped? Oh, and carrots. Okay, let me write that down when I go to the market. Because right now I can't grow anything, and I really hate that. I really do hate that. But it's okay. It's going to be all right. Absolutely. Carrots. And let's see, cucumbers. Mm-hmm. And carrots being, I mean, you really put carrots through a serious chopping, then you got something. You got something. I've done carrots in a blender before, but I usually get a little. I don't know how long you should blend it, but I usually get the. I like to blend it where you don't even taste the particles. Love, yeah. Cucumber, celery, tomatoes. It's beautiful. Beautiful to do it that way. Make certain that you have all the ingredients. Let's see. Ginger, apple juice. Oh, okay. Oh, lemon juice. Yeah, that's right. The bull. Yeah, lemon juice. I forgot about that because I was thinking about it earlier. Lemon juice. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. And besides, I've been hearing from also Mr. Food Forest that was really giving a lot of detailed information on the benefits of eating lemons. You are food forest. You are. I are. Hello, hello. Got me a YouTube processor today. Let's see for my rabbit pellets. Mm. Chili peppers are good to kill and worms, kill mongoose and fungus into the human. Okay, you definitely. Now, if anybody knows hot peppers, I've always feared one thing about hot peppers, and because I've never had the time or haven't taken the time out to do the research. I believe, and I could be incorrect, but I want to know if hot peppers can elevate the blood pressure. Can hot peppers increase one's blood pressure? I used to see some of the horrible. I would see people trying to eat those ghost peppers, and they got one. Have they found? I have no idea. Okay, effects of blood pressure. But I was wondering, have they now have a pepper that is there a pepper out there that's hotter than the Carolina Reaper yet? Um, if anyone's heard anything about that, any pepper out there that's hotter than the Carolina Reaper? Now, my understanding, yes, the ghost pepper, yes, the ghost pepper. My understanding is that they had the ghost pepper first, and then they came out with the Carolina Reaper, which was supposed to be hotter. But I was wondering if they surpassed the Carolina Reaper because that was supposed to be much hotter than the ghost pepper. From my understanding, I'm just asking in the room. Oh, you grow both of them. But the question is, do you eat any of these peppers? I never grew them because oh, okay, okay, bad brains. Okay, thank you for that. Uh, grow them. Just say, grow them. Okay, you grow them for the experience of growing them. Um, I just um, okay, you only eat jalapenos. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can understand that. I grow the jalapenos. I'll eat those, but I always I never want to grow the ghost pepper or the Carolina Reaper because I had a bad experience once. I was growing something called a habanero, and it's a hot pepper, but not very hot. Um, the habanero, I was in the yard and I was picking them with my hands without gloves on. I didn't know that it could be that, a bad deal. And the oils got on my hand, and next thing you know, I rubbed my eye, and that was a memorable experience to say that. Yes. That's a good combination food for us. I would have to get used to the beets because we used to be forced to eat those when we were kids. Because the older country people, my dad, my mom would definitely cook those beets and say, "Eat, eat." And I was like, "Oh God, make it stop." But that's how that goes. Yeah, I think these are definitely gardens that grow a little bit of everything. Had no idea lead farmers grow those hot peppers. And those are some of the hottest peppers on the planet. Only food I know of that when you're eating it in a restaurant, in some restaurants you have to sign a waiver. Absolutely. You really gotta hold on me. I said you really gotta hold on me. All right, let's see what we got here. We only have a page. Mhm. Mhm. Hey, whatever. Help my brother. I see someone mention comfrey here. That is a plant that I have on my property. It came in on its own. Either it came in with the wood chips I brought in, or it's been here all along. I really didn't notice it, but now that the soil is better, the comfrey is everywhere. It's very invasive plant, and I see people now they still only use comfrey to make their tea out of. And and there's so many different weeds you can use to do that. That's what I was just saying is that comfrey tea is awesome for feeding your vegetables, but so are so many other weeds that are in your yard. I mean, but the one that mainly gets the credit is comfrey. I've been making some of the best tea out of weeds, and I just use weeds. I use weeds. Chop and drop, chop and drop, weed tea. It's all the same. Grass clippings. Some plants like comfrey do have a deeper tap root. If you're interested in, pulling up just lots of minerals, but I have other weeds in my yard that pull up minerals. But I like the comfrey, but I mainly use weeds. Weeds have shown me that it has improved the soil fertility of my property. Right, I understand about the taproot. Right, um, it has a very long taproot, and I have some, yes, leaf farmer. That's what it is. Yes, I have other weeds that have very you know long tap roots, but the comfrey, I use it. I have plenty of it. I also use grass clippings. I also use multiple uh, uh, numbers of different weeds. I don't discriminate against the weeds. I use them, and they all do a very good job. And comfrey is one of the largest ones. I mean, largest taproot plants that you can name. You make a beautiful tea out of weeds. You break it into one part weed tea and 9 parts, rainwater. I use rainwater. You could use tap water if that's all you have, but I much rather use rainwater. If there's a stream next to your property, um, uh, you can use that water. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, okay. Well, thank you. It's just wonderful. My mind is focused right now on uh, just. I have all my seeds picked out that I want to do this year. I have other seeds, multiple seeds, but I really want to do um, the ones I picked out. They are at the top of the list. Good night, everyone. That's Mr. Food Forest Permaculture taking a leave. He's got to go and other things. And I want yep. And I'm thinking of doing the same thing, folks. I got to go get my um, soil together, and I just wouldn't feel right if I didn't get that soil together today. So on that note, I'm gonna take my leave of you. I appreciate everybody for stopping by. I mean, really, thank you very much, everyone. Keep up the good work and keep doing what you're doing. Peace out.